no, we cannot pay you that, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. I'm like, what? Good. Annyeong.
They're like, it's time for me to go. Okay.
And the annoying part is,
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Korea Unfiltered. Today's guest, it's hot out here, okay, y'all? It's hot out here. Today it's so humid. No sun, but it's so humid outside. So, my guest got here earlier than me, so he's very hot, okay? Physically, wait, what is it? Temperaturally hot. Physically too. He got muscles and everything. Y'all see that? But introducing today's guest, Chris. Woo! Or Christopher. Woo! Okay, so this is Chris, y'all. Chris doesn't know what to do right now.
yeah, I have no idea. what I'm supposed
So
to do
this
right
is Chris. Do you want to introduce yourself first?
now. Well, there's not much to say. I'm just Chris for close friend and Christopher for everybody else. And I used to be a student,
Yeah.
work, and now I'm kind of like into entertainment.
Yeah.
So I guess that's me.
That's Christopher, guys. And you heard him say, for normal people, it's Christopher. For y'all, it's Christopher. For me, it's Chris. For me, it's Chris. How long have you been in Korea for?
I'll probably say like in August, it will be like 5 years I'll be.
Oh, you've been here for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know why I
I-
thought you have been here for like 2 years or something.
I came
Years.
under like a scholarship
Yeah.
to study Korean, like not Korean, like my master degree here.
Okay.
So it was like a 3-year program,
Yeah.
1 year Korean and 2 years master degree. So I finished 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then since then, like working, not working, working,
Back
not
and
working.
forth. Yeah. Can I ask like what your background is in terms of nationality?
Yeah, I'm from Ivory Coast in English and Côte d'Ivoire in French. So my country speak French. Like, the national language is French, and then I technically learn English like everybody else.
Because it's the global language.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. Like I'm just Ivorian.
Yeah. Ivorian.
Yeah.
Okay. And what made you come to Korea the first time you came?
School. To be honest, I came here to study. Quite frankly, I came here in 2020, like August 2020.
This is during COVID, yeah.
So I came here to study, and then after that, yeah.
It's still here.
Yeah.
6 years later, almost 6 years later, you're still
Yeah.
here. Were you interested in Korea before you came as a student, or
That's an interesting question.
yeah, or was it just Korea? How did that?
I'll probably say interested, not really. It's kind of like back because I study in Ghana.
Oh.
So back in Ghana, I have a sambe, like a senior who came to Korea under the same scholarship. So
Okay.
he was the one like, well, instead of traveling like abroad or like something like that, just come to Korea because you can have the scholarship. School is free, like kind of free money on the
Yeah,
side and
yeah.
everything. And I was like, why not?
Yeah.
So I just applied first
Yeah.
time, try, and it worked. So I just came.
Oh wow! With no interest or background in Korea.
Nothing.
Were you like scared? You were scared.
Like scared. I don't want to say scared, but as a black person, I had to check first, like,
Of course.
okay, how these people like interact with black people and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
the fact that my senior was here was kind of chilling me down.
Right.
So I was kind of like, if he's there, he's still alive, then
If he hasn't gotten hurt, he's fine. It's okay.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that means I can also be there and like being like same as him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
technically, he's the one who kind of introduced me to Korea.
And pushed you to it.
Yeah.
What did he say about Korea when you like asked him about it? What reviews did he give you?
Because like I think I came a year or 2 years after I came, so he was still a student, and like life as a student and life outside of school is completely different.
Completely,
So
yeah.
at that time, it's like all praise to Korea. Oh, they're nice people, like they don't discriminate, blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh, that's cool.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah, at least I know I'm not going to a place where people are just going like to stare down at me and like, things like that. So for me, that was like technically the main issue.
Right, right.
Like as a black person or like probably as an African person.
Yeah.
So how will I be viewing Korea?
Right, right.
Because at the end of the day, we kind of like, even though we don't say, we kind of different, like when in terms of like black.
We're very
like,
different.
American black and African
Yeah.
black, European, like all of us have different treatment based on where we come from.
Very
so
true.
it's kind of like, as an African, how am I viewing in that country? So he's also an African guy, so I'm like, oh well, he still live.
And
So
similar, what is it? Similar experiences
Yeah.
may happen. Yeah.
so kind of like, well, if he's still alive, then that's a good place to be.
And if he's still here, why not? Because
Yeah.
at the time, I'm guessing you hadn't had any interactions with Asian people, right?
Only Indian.
Only India, Southeast Asian,
Yeah,
or
only
South Asians,
Indian.
yeah.
But except them, like interaction per se, like not fully with like Chinese because there are a lot in my country, but
It's a lot in Kenya too.
like interaction with people like on
One-on-one basis.
friend level, like
yeah.
only Indian,
Okay, so it's completely different then. Because
Yes.
Indians and Koreans,
like opposite.
completely opposite. They're
the
just
opposite.
Asians, but they're completely opposite.
Yes.
Do you remember the first? Actually, no. Let's go back a little bit. What did you have to Can't speak, y'all. It's so hot. I can't speak. Okay. What did you have to prepare when you were coming on your scholarship? Was it a master's scholarship?
It's like a grad scholarship, so
Grad
master's
scholarship.
and PhD technically. So
Wow, people are
It-
studious out here, y'all.
hell nah.
He's like, I finished and now I don't want to do it again.
Nah, not
Yeah.
for me anymore. So it's kind of like your undergrad,
Mm-hmm.
like your bachelor degree, certificate, your transcript, birth certificate, like your parent birth certificate.
Your parents' birth
Yeah,
certificate?
they ask for it in case you have like dual citizenship or like
Oh, okay,
those
I
kind
guess.
of cases. So
Yeah.
they want to know like exactly where you're from. So like those kind of things. And my country only applied through the embassy.
Okay.
We don't have the right to apply through university track, so I had to go through embassy, which for me was kind of like, because at that time I wasn't living in my country, I was living in Ghana because I was
Right.
working there. And then I'm like, well, anyway, let's try. So I went back just for that, and then COVID hit and I was locked in my country.
Yeah, I remember those 2019, 2020 days.
So it was, the first month was kind of, don't want to say rough in the sense that I was just like this, but not working and just staying home with my parents and stuff like that. It was cool because I just have like free food,
Oh.
no bills and everything. So
That's what parents are for.
it
Yeah.
was cool. But during that time it was a little bit hard in the sense that I didn't have like entry of money. So it was just like me staying home and then looking at people's faces.
And your
then
parents, and that's
preparing
it.
for the scholarship, like
Yeah.
the interview. So through the embassy, you have the choice. You have to choose like 3 university. So I did choose 3, and I got into 2. One was
Oh.
like, you're not smart enough. So no, they
Dang.
didn't say that.
But it was just like, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe not.
So within these 2 university, I had to choose one. So I
Yeah.
chose Daegu University.
What
But-
university?
Daegu.
Oh, Daegu. You went to Daegu University.
Yes. But when you come at first, you have to do 1 year of language, and that one you have no
It's not a choice, it's a must.
Like, yeah, it's a must, but you have no choice about the university, so they just put you whatever they want. And I was
Oh.
kind of lucky enough to be in Seoul.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
like
been
the,
like-
the perfect scenario.
Yeah, so I spent 1 year here,
Yeah.
studied Korean, and then after that they shipped me like I
Shipped
I just shipped myself to Daegu.
Yeah.
So
Put
I
you in a
spent-
box, go.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
spent 2 years there, and it was kind of rough because Daegu is completely different than Seoul. Like in terms of like speaking, in terms of interaction with people, it was kind of like not hard, but different.
How was it different? Because usually most people who've sat in this chair on the podcast, they start off in a smaller city and come to Seoul. You
Okay.
started off in a bigger city and then went to a smaller city.
Yeah.
So you started in Seoul and went to Daegu. How was that different?
Well, like first of all, like Seoul is much more alive compared to Daegu. Like there's much more interaction. There's much more like opportunity for like foreigners and everything.
Yeah.
Daegu is kind of like, if you love or like peaceful life, I'll probably say Daegu is the best because it's quite chill, no rush. People, at least compared
Chill.
to Seoul, people don't rush.
There's no there is pali pali, but I feel like it's not as Seoul pali.
Yeah, there's no like Seoul where everybody is like in their own bubble, they're just rushing, doing everything.
Yeah.
Daegu is much more like quiet flow, peaceful. Like if you don't want to do anything, you can just stay home, like you won't hear anything.
Seoul.
There's no like people making noise. Like there is literally nothing. And
Yeah.
my school was even worse because though my school name is Daegu University, my school is somewhere like in the countryside, like Gyeongsan.
Oh.
So around my school is only student. So when it's like Panghak, only foreigner student.
That's it. Everybody else, the Koreans go to their families.
Yeah. So
the only
you just
foreigners allowed.
you literally don't see anybody during Panghak.
Yeah.
And they're like you can barely see kids.
Oh, that's kind of sounds sad.
Yeah, it's kind of like just old people around.
Yeah.
Ajoshi, Ajuma, Almoni, and then when school start, you see young people. When kind of like Panghak, even on the weekend, you don't see Korean like that.
They're all going somewhere.
Yeah, they just live going somewhere else. And then you see them like on Sunday night with backpack or suitcase.
We're back to school. It's like
So I'm
that.
kind of like,
Yeah.
these people, like, it's very interesting the way they live.
Wow. How was that hard for you in terms of interacting? Because I'm guessing in Seoul you probably had a more lively personal life, right?
Yeah.
Like you had more friends, you would talk to people, go out on the weekends. But Daegu as a foreigner, it's not that easy. I'm guessing, right?
Not for
I'm guessing, I don't
me,
know.
because, like, I'm not out person. I don't
Oh, you're
club.
not a going out person.
Yeah, I don't club.
Yeah.
So even when I was in Seoul, like if you see me clubbing, was like with my friend
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. But at some point, because of the scholarship,
Mm-hmm.
we have to hit some topic level, like topic level 3, or you just go back to your country, like kind
Oh,
of things.
wow.
So when we all passed the first time the topic, and
Mm-hmm.
then the score came, and you look at your score and you look at, that's not good.
Oh, snap. Okay.
So at that time, like, people were not going out anymore. Like, everybody was just studying
need to
for
be
topic,
serious
like,
now.
serious with everything.
Yeah.
And then at some point, they were like, oh, even if you don't have topic 3,
Yeah.
that you have, like, close to it, like 80 something or 100 something, you still, like, good to go to your university and stuff like that. So that relaxed us kind of like a little bit, because at least you can get topic 3, but you can get, like, 100 something.
Yeah.
Which was my case. I didn't get topic 3. I got like 113 or something. And my school was like, oh, do you want to extend like 6 more months? Like in Seoul, study Korean or just come for, I'm like,
Start university.
let's start the university,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. How long are we gonna wait? Start university.
Like, this waiting things
Yeah.
is not for me. What if I wait and I don't get the topic 3 and I'm fucked now?
And then
So-
they're like 6 more months, and you're like, this is 2 years at this point.
No.
This is a lot.
No, like you have only one chance, like of 6 months. If you fucked up that one,
Yeah, I'd start university because that's great. What was the reason for them making you guys have to learn Korean for a year?
this like most school teach in Korean, like grad school, like university.
Wait, pause. How is 1 year of Korean going to help you with that, though?
It's not gonna help.
Oh, we'll get there then. Okay, because I'm like 1 year of Korean and going to grad school in Korean don't make sense.
You know,
Don't make sense.
It's definitely not going to help. Like first class, like first day, first class.
Yeah.
The Gusanu spoke, and I was just like,
Oh my goodness.
he just look at me and be like, yes, sir. I'm like, nah.
You just got to nene through school. Nah.
Yeah, because the thing is, even if I said no, I don't understand. You're gonna repeat whatever you said before.
Yeah.
I still won't understand
Won't
anything.
understand,
So I'm
yeah.
like, at this point, just talk. Let's end the class. Let me go.
And study by yourself. Figure it out by yourself.
Yeah. So the first year was kind of like hell because the accent is different. Like
Daegu accent is completely
Satori or something like that is quite different than Seoul,
Yeah.
because in Seoul I thought I kind of like understand Korean. Because it's kind of smooth, a lot of English word here and there. So I'm like, oh, my Korean is not that bad. But when
Yeah.
I went there is no Konglish.
No,
It's like
Daegu is
raw,
Korean,
pure
Korean.
Korean.
And then the
with, like,
accent is thick.
Thick accent. So
Yeah.
when they speak, I'm like,
Yeah.
"Ne, I guess
Just gotta nod your head. My ex was from Daegu, and every time but he lived in Seoul, so he used to speak in a Seoul accent. And his mom was from Daegu, and every time I would meet his mom, I would have the hardest time understanding her. And I swear this lady thought I was stupid because I would always be like, "Ne, ne," or I'll have to ask my ex at the time. I'm like, "What did she say?" It looks so bad, but it's so hard to understand.
Yeah, the first 6 months was kind of like, what am I doing here? Like, was it like a good choice even coming to Korea? Because at
Yeah.
this point, I don't understand anything.
Yeah.
Though I had like a good grade the first semester, but
that's
I was
good.
like, if anybody asks me what did you learn the previous semester, I'll be like, I don't know. Because
I understand these people. Yeah.
the thing is, they just drop like, go do report, go do assignment, go do this.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Papago, at that time, ChatGPT wasn't like a thing. So just Papago and then Google Translate.
Yeah.
I would do like double work, do everything in English and then translate back into Korean.
Korean. Oh my goodness.
So it was kind of like, well, I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But after that, like, I'll probably say after a year, my listening got better. My speaking went trash completely because I don't speak with people.
You're not talking to the teacher either.
Yeah,
So.
it's just like listen. So my listening got better. So in the class, when the Gyuson me was talking, it's like, oh, do you understand? I'm like, yeah, but at this point, I don't fully understand. So sometimes they try to mess with us, kind of like, they'll just use the same word they used before. Instead of like dilute the Korean a little bit,
Yeah.
they use the same hardcore Korean. And I'm kind of like, okay, I understand. Let's go.
Oh,
And the
wow.
funny thing is, in my class, we're all foreigners. I was the only guy that was speaking English, and then 3 Chinese. And in the last semester, I think some Korean that was supposed to graduate like long ago didn't. So they came back to school.
Yeah.
So we're like maybe like 6 or 7, like few Korean and then 2 Chinese and me. So the class was just like going super fast. And it was kind of like the last semester, so I was kind of like, why are you rushing? Like, we're gonna graduate anyway, because now it's just like a thesis defense and stuff like that. But they were like, no time. I'm like, okay. At this point, I don't care because I know I'm going to graduate.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was the thing back then.
Why do you think because usually I feel like if there's a class that has mostly foreigners, they will use easier words because there are easier Korean words a teacher can use.
Hell no. Not
Why
even
were they
good.
not even trying?
I don't know, like there's one instance that during my first semester actually, the Gyusonim actually speak English, right?
Okay.
And at the end of the class, I was like, can I have the PPT? He's like, nope, take picture. And I was like, I have one phone, I'm recording you, how am I supposed to take picture at the same
And
time?
record you, yeah.
He's like, I figured it out.
My goodness.
I just look at the guy like, your class, I won't understand anything.
You're going to be self-taught that whole class.
Quite
Learning
frankly,
by
even
yourself.
self-taught, that wasn't the thing for me. I was like, your class and me, if I get a D,
It is
I'm
what it
okay.
is.
But I won't stress about your class.
Oh my, it seems like they weren't trying to make life easy at all.
Some Gyusani were like that, like trying to help you. But some were like, I don't know what kind of study they did before, or if they want to pay back what that Gyusanim did to them before. Like, I don't really understand, like, what...
It was revenge.
Yeah, so it was kind of like, for me, it was like a messed up thing.
course.
Because the person in front of you visibly doesn't speak Korean.
Doesn't. Obviously.
Like, his level of understanding at that point was barely like nothing.
Yeah.
And the person came to you politely like, yo, give me the PPT at least. I can read it and translate and do my own stuff. And you kind of like, nope, take picture. So at that point,
odd.
I had a lot of picture from this guy class on my phone that I wasn't even using it. Because at some point I was like, why am I even taking so much picture? Because I don't read, I don't do anything with it. It's just
Yeah.
like, because it's kind of like they did this and then one day you just wake up like, they'll just drop you some group with some Korean people you barely know in the class. Because since my background actually is IT, so when I came to Korea, I switched to industrial design.
Oh,
So
okay.
the school asked me to take some undergrad classes. And those were the Gyusonim from undergrad classes that was messing up with me.
So these are not even grad school
No.
teachers or
Because the whole
professors.
class was just Korean. I was the only foreigner.
Oh my god. Those are like the worst type of teachers.
So he just dropped me like in some group like this.
Knowing that you don't speak fluent Korean with these
And-
Koreans.
We had to do presentation and stuff like that. I just look at those guys and I was like, I used Papago. I told them like, first of all, I don't understand anything about this class.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever you do, if you need me, just let me know. If you don't need me, don't bother me.
Yeah.
And quite happily for me, they
Yeah.
didn't bother me.
Because
So
they were
they-
probably like, this guy doesn't understand anything.
Like he doesn't care even.
Yeah.
So their presentation, we just go there, I was standing on the lane, and the username was like, he tried to test me, like, go and say something. I just like, okay. I took the note and I started reading the note. And my Korean like reading is bad.
Oh.
So you just look at me, it's like, 괜찮아, 괜찮아, 괜찮아.
You don't
I'm
have to
like,
do it.
okay.
A for effort. Thank you.
I left. So for me, it
See.
was kind of like, if you want to stress me, I don't like stress. We'll just stress each
Why?
other.
Yeah. Like why?
Because the grad teacher, teacher,
Professor.
the grad professor was kind of cool. Because then we don't even talk that much. You just go, they give you a report, one line sentence, go do report or go do this thing. So you just go, come, submit. That's it.
That's it, yeah.
But those undergrad listening were kind of like too much.
Yeah.
Because they want, I don't know, like, if they thought I want to learn whatever they're learning at that point, but they treat you like undergrad student, though I don't mind. But at the same time, I had other things to deal with, like grad things, which were the main one for me. So
Yeah.
I can't stress myself about
An undergrad class.
which is like times one. Like, what am I supposed to do with that one?
It is what it is. I'm not doing anything.
Nah, can't stress.
I get that. So you ended up graduating, I'm guessing.
Yes.
How was that? Like finally getting out of the study space.
It was good and bad.
Oh.
Because like when you're under the scholarship, quite frankly, it's nice because you get free money.
Right, they're giving you a stipend
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
So if you get that one and then like some part-time job,
Oh, everybody says that.
so
Yeah.
you can have like some extra cash. But except that, it's just probably like free time you have. I guess because my major was like kind of art, so we are not too much in like a lab type of people.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
just do like studio, like because I study like wood, furniture design.
Yeah.
So for me, it's kind of like if we get a project, you finish a project early, you're free. So I had a lot of free times, so that was like good. But now that you graduate, first of all, there is no free money coming in. So even when you have free time, you kind of try to fill that free time
Yeah.
to make something
Yeah.
to pay your bills. So
Yeah.
I'll probably say I kind of enjoy school life.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, not
I
like
could,
the study wasn't.
what you liked.
Yeah, but it wasn't also that hard. Maybe like the Korean was making it hard for me.
Of course.
But study itself is not something, maybe I like study, I don't know, but study wasn't hard for me. It's just like now, life is tough.
Because now you're an adult
Yeah.
by yourself.
You can't, like, at this age, you can't call home often and be like, yo, what's up?
So you sending money or no?
The pocket is kind of empty.
Send cash, please.
Because, like, as a student, you kind of like, if it's empty, you kind of like,
Yeah.
I'm still a student. But now you
They
can
won't.
kind of like, when you call, they even listen to you like, again. Like, what's wrong with you?
And then they're like, it's hard for us too.
Yeah.
what
like,
do you want?
Figure out.
Yeah.
So-
You're an adult now. Yeah.
You can just call like this, unless it's kind of like really, really serious. You just call and they'll be like, why didn't, and the funny thing is like, when it's serious and you call, they're like, why didn't you call earlier? And I'm like, if I call you earlier, you'll be like, you don't have anything for me.
Yeah. So I waited till the last minute.
Yeah. Now, like, if you said you don't have anything for me, you know your son is like gone.
I'm done.
So-
I'm out here. Yeah.
You have to send by force.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. But probably it's like hard, but also fun because you don't have to wake up like, when you don't work, of course, you don't have to wake up like at 7, go to class, listen to someone and stuff like that. But when you work, it's much more tough.
I bet. So you, right after finishing school, did you go right into working?
Not in Korea. Like here, I just did like some English teaching stuff.
Yeah.
Even though my first language is French and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
when I started working, was probably like last year, I started like working like in office in Korea.
Oh.
And that was hard in the sense that sometimes you even wake up like in the subway. I don't know if it's me, but when I look at people's face, it seems like there's no life in anybody's face. Everybody is just dull, like sleeping, like we are just going there because we need money to pay rent or stuff like that. It's not something that when I see people working, I'm like, it's fun. You just wake up every day, you feel like you are kind of like useful in some sense. But mentally wise, it's draining, like working in Korea, because bosses here have some unrealistic expectation. Like it's crazy. And the overtime, like the first one I worked for, the overtime was kind of crazy because at some point, me and one other guy were like in global marketing department and we work like from 9 sometime to 10 and stuff like that.
9 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Yeah. So, and the funny thing is that what we're doing is kind of like, I would probably say like this, was helping the company going global in the sense that they have some kind of like Alibaba page, but everything on it was like in Korean. So me and the other guy had to translate the whole thing in English and do the design, like redesign. And it was about like some 50 pages plus. And they were like, oh, we want you to do it like within 3 days. And we're like, what do you mean 3 days? Because we have to translate. We have to redo all the design. And we're like a week is okay. So at some point we were like redesigning and I think like 3 days in, we're like, nah. It even started before me, just translate. It doesn't redesign anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, I guess you're right, because we did it like within a week, and then after that they were like, oh, you guys, like your performance is not that good, blah blah blah, and they fire us. And we're like, oh, okay.
What?
And now to me it's funny because when we left, few more people left.
Yeah.
And before we came, it seems or looked like they fired a lot of people and replaced them. So now I feel like that company is not like, at least the management of the company is not that good because they keep firing, like employing people, firing and stuff like that. So it was bad. And the second company was pretty much chill. You just go like 10 to 7.
10 to 7 is not bad.
No overtime and stuff like that. Like if you want, you do it. If you don't want, you just go. The only issue I had there was that during the interview, they were like, oh, we want like a UI UX designer, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, that's my field. I'm cool with that. And they asked me like, can you do graphic design? I'm like, nope.
It's completely different.
I can do graphic design. They're like, you sure you cannot do? I'm like, I can do it.
Are you sure?
And they're like, okay. So they call me back. I worked. And then after the first month, they started throwing like some graphic design work at me. And I'm like,
oh my goodness.
guys, I told you I don't do graphic design.
Yeah.
So my direct supervisor, there's at some point we have some kind of like disagreement because the guy, quite frankly, I don't even know how he got the job.
Oh.
Because it looked like he's just a content planner, but he has a job of a UX designer.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, to me, it doesn't make any sense because sometimes we do stuff without doing any kind of like research behind it. It's just like, oh, I like this one. Oh, I don't like this one. I want it to be like this one. And I'll just look at him like, where do we get those like ideas from?
Yeah.
And the boss, also like the CEO, does not have like a design kind of background. So for him, it's just look like, I'll give you an example. You just look at Apple website, like iPhone website, is like, I want the website to be like this. I just look at him like, first of all, you don't have the money for that. Second of all, you are not in the same type of business.
Yeah.
So you have to have a website based on what you do.
Your business, yeah.
And it's kind of like talking up and down. I'm just looking at some point I was like, whatever you guys want me to do, I'll just do it.
Yeah. Instead of
So-
going back and forth.
They had some crazy kind of idea about using like 2D graphic and things like that for the website. And I'm like, at first I was like, no, because your business is not like this. Use pictures instead of that. They're like, no. And they show me some kind of like Import Export, like logistic website with like 2D animation. And I'm like, first of all, I'm not like even like an illustrator to do 2D graphic and then animation. That one is not me. And they're like, oh, there's AI this day, you can do this and that. I'm like, well, it's not because I cannot do it AI, it's just my skill, even with AI, won't be as good as what you just showed me.
Yeah, as the example they're giving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were just going back and forth, and at some point, I'm like, whatever they said I should do, I'll just do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And we work like this, and then the visa, switch the visa. They're like, well, immigration asks like too much money because they have to pay me some kind of amount to have like E7 visa. And they're
okay.
like, no, we cannot pay you that, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. I'm like, what? Good. Annyeong.
They're like, it's time for me to go. Okay.
And the annoying part is,
Yeah.
even when I left, they kept contacting me like, oh, the website doesn't work like this. Like,
Oh my
can you like help doing this? So I did one time, I helped them, and I was like, yo, I'm not working for free.
Heck no.
So when they asked me again, I didn't even bother replying.
I wouldn't either.
And then the CEO called me kind of like, oh, he want to work with me personally, like doing YouTube for him, like managing the YouTube, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, that sounds interesting. So how is like the payments going to work? It's like, we're going to pay you based on views. I'm
Boy,
like,
bye.
oh boy.
Oh my
You
goodness.
think,
That
like,
is
I
the
was
scam
born
of the scam.
yesterday or what?
Literally.
So he was talking, I was just listening to him. And then he said something funny that, oh, the YouTube, like, already pay for the YouTube channel because somehow they can pay, like, people channel, which has, like, almost 3 million people. And he's like, oh, I paid for 48,000 USD. I'm like, 4,800?
No,
Or 48,000.
48,000.
He's like, no, 48,000. So in my mind, I was like, wait, that's like how many times the yearly salary you were supposed to pay me. And you said you can pay me first. You just paid a YouTube channel. Now you want me to work for you?
Basically for
and
free.
then pay me based on views. I told him on the spot that, nope, I can't work. He's like, no, you have to think about it. I'm like, nope, I can't work. He's like, go home, think about it. I'm like, okay, I'll give you an answer on Friday. Friday, when I woke up in the morning, first thing I said, like, I thought about it, and I still can work with you.
No, no.
And he's like, oh, I really wish we're like working together, blah, blah, blah. I just like the message, and we're done.
Because if you're willing to spend that money on like a YouTube channel, why can't you pay your employees?
Like, it's crazy how some boss or CEO like or company want to just use foreigners for their scale and then kind of like minimize what they bring to the table in terms of like revenue or like in terms of competence and things like that. Because at the end of the day, Korea is kind of like a hit now.
That's true.
Everybody want Korean product.
Yeah.
So when you need somebody to be like the link between you and then the outside kind of world, you have to pay the person what the person is doing, like based on the person value, not based on like, oh, I can't because you don't bring that much value. But well, I did something that make you visible, like on the global
market.
scale.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about? So for me, like now working like in a company, it's not like I can't. It's just I feel like it's not for me. Like now, maybe later on, I don't know. Even school later on, maybe I may feel like I want to do PhD or something like that. But now the same way I don't want to do PhD, the same way I don't want to work in office now.
Because you've like met so many selfish CEOs who just don't care about you.
Like definitely, they just use kind of people.
Yeah, there's like a lot of using for your benefit. Even I've heard so many foreigners talk about that, where they've worked in a Korean company and because they're foreign, the CEO feels like they can use the foreigner without paying exactly what the foreigner needs to be paid.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Like based on my
Crazy.
experience, that's true. Like when you negotiate a salary, like even if you have to get like a certain amount, they want to cut that.
Exactly.
And for the most part, foreigners in Korea who want to stay in Korea feel like they don't have much choice because, especially like when you're either African or black, you feel like, well, there is not so many opportunities.
Yeah.
So if this guy gave me one, so why not taking it
You have
for
to,
the
like,
moment?
take it, yeah.
So it feels like you don't have like a choice. And they are not also stupid. They can see it.
They know that you don't have a choice. Yeah.
So when they see, they're like, you can use this guy.
Yeah.
Or you can use this girl.
100%. They can sense the slight, because a lot of people who come to Korea are, I think countries such as like Europe, some European countries, let me say like the UK, France, America, I think those countries, they don't try to, no, they still do, because I got played too. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what country you're from. They're going to try and use you out here, because I've been used and I'm American. I'm Kenyan American. So, like, I was trying to save it and be like, oh, if you're from certain no, they're still going to try and use you somehow.
Yeah, as long as they see that you may need a kind of like thing from them, which is the visa, they'll play you. And worse, if they give you the visa, then you kind of become like the slave.
They own you because the visa is by them.
Yeah, you have to work as long as they want.
Yep.
If you can't, they don't renew your contract and you go back to D10, which is like a stressful visa and stuff like that. So to them, it's kind of like, well, if you don't want, there's other people who want. So
we'll take it, yeah.
You don't have a choice.
Just dangle that little visa on you. They're like, you want this visa?
Or not.
Because a lot of companies also don't sponsor visas. So the ones who sponsor the visa know that they're one of the few that are sponsoring this visa. So they're like, somebody's going to take the job one way or another, which really sucks. But is that why you ended up leaving the Korean company, because of these type of situations?
Yeah, definitely. Because like you work and then it feels like you are not appreciated for what you do.
Yeah.
Right? Even before, I don't even have to say it, but anyway, even before the entertainment things I'm doing right now, I had few interviews, and one interview like was kind of like, I really wanted to work for this company. But the more we talk, we had like few, I think three or four interviews, and I did all, but it's always the same thing. After one interview, I have to email them. And then they'll be like, we forget, like, we're typing the email for you, like, to send it to you, blah, blah, blah. And then we had, like, the last interview, like, the face-to-face one. We had it and everything. And they're like, that was, like, during, like, the recent last holiday, I think, in February or something like that. After the holiday, we'll just, like, send you an email to see whether, like, you accept, like, you work with us or not. And they didn't. And I kind of know that if I email them, I may get a job. Because based on how the interview went and stuff like that, I had like a good vibe. But the moment we were talking about salary, which was a little bit like, there's two parts of the interview that was sketchy for me.
Yeah.
Because at first the CEO was like, we had like 8 designers. So I was like, how come you have 8 designers? Like, back and forth, just left, and then new one comes.
That's crazy.
And I'm like,
8 is a lot.
And he said another thing, that sometimes what the designer want and what the programmer or programming person want is also different. And I'm like, that doesn't sound interesting.
Sounds like double the work for everyone.
Because if I have to do some design based on my experience and based on how I look at the business things, and then I hand off to the programmer, and he's like, nah, we don't need this, we don't need that. At the end of the day, like, it doesn't make any sense for any designer to stay in that company, because there's no growth.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't grow anywhere. You just kind of follow whatever like they want, which is, I also understand, because I did IT before, and I know that coding is kind of like headache. So they want to reduce as much interaction, as much like flashy things that as they can. But at the same time, this day, if your website for like your product is dull, I don't think anybody will just like, there's nothing, you just block and things people see. I'm like, that's not for me.
Nobody's gonna look at it. Yeah.
The second thing was like the salary, because he asked me the salary after the interview. Like when he was working me out, and he's like, sorry, like, because we don't talk about salary in front of the other like employee. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But he's like, how much do you want? And I'm like, well, my salary will be based on immigration, like for
What
like
they
switching
need.
the visa and stuff like that. So I send him everything. He's like, okay. So I knew that this salary for him was kind of like, not really. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't just go there and then we have to renegotiate the salary. And then even if I work, by the time I finish a 3 month, you want to change the visa, we won't be able to change the visa simply because you can't increase the salary based on what immigration asks for. And I will be like kind of like in a really bad situation.
Right.
I'm kind of like, nah,
That's
not
just,
for me.
that just sounds like a headache. Oh my God.
Yeah, like
Okay.
they working in Korea, some people are kind of lucky. They get into like really good company, like with really good culture, and some people are like me
When it's not too good.
when it's not too good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, now that you're in entertainment, right? What made you want to start your career as an entertainer in Korea?
I'll probably say one of my friend, or probably two, two of them, because like not that they don't even have like a flashy lifestyle to begin with. They are still simple, at least to me, because we are friends, so they're still like
True.
simple people. But
Yeah.
I love the way they have their own time.
The freedom to do whatever they
Yeah.
want. Yeah.
Not only the freedom to do whatever they want, but the freedom to also grow in whatever they are doing in like entertainment, like industry. Because at the end of the day, at least me, I don't want to work in a place where I'm just like static, like I don't grow anywhere.
Yeah.
So if I see that, oh, even though like it may be hard because everything is hard, obviously,
Yeah.
but they can still grow to reach a certain level. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So I want that growth also.
Yeah.
So technically, these are the two guys that kind of influence me in some ways to go into entertainment.
Why do I feel
Fridge.
like I just heard? Oh, was that what that was? I've been in the studio too long not to know that was the fridge. Chris is like, it's the fridge. I'm like, oh, I thought it was a door. you guys probably can't hear it, but it was like a boom, and I was like, what was that? This is so creepy. So, would you consider yourself to be a fitness entertainer? Because I've checked your Instagram and it looks like you're really into like health and fitness.
Kind of. I'll probably put myself in that category, but I'm not as fit as before.
Oh, okay.
Because like on the work things, like no time to work out. So I technically took a 1 year break. Since last year, June,
Yeah.
to now, I haven't like worked out like properly.
Yeah.
It's like just like maybe like for 1 week, I'll just work out like a lot, and then 3 weeks
You wouldn't do anything because you're busy.
doing it, nothing, just eating.
Yeah. And I know for people who do fitness, if you don't do anything for a while, it's
Just like the magic happened.
the muscles are like bye bye.
So now I'm trying to like cut a lot.
Yeah.
Because even though I don't work out as much as before, but I still trying to work out kind of normal way, I'll probably say. Because before I was working out like 5 times a week and for 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah. Woo!
So
That's
it was kind of like hard going it, but now it's just like 1 hour, 1 hour and a half max, maybe 1 or 2 times a week, and trying to like, in terms of food, I try to reduce the food a lot, like check the fat, the calorie, and it's kind of stressful now because I stopped it for a while, but
Yeah.
since I have kind of like muscle memory about it, it's not that much stressful. When I see things that I'm like, if I eat this one, the time it would take me to burn it is still long.
It's gonna take a while,
just leave it.
Yeah. And how has it been being in the entertainment industry after leaving the Korean company work culture?
I'll probably say so far so good. Yeah.
Hopefully it stays like that. Because I don't think it can never be as bad as the Korean companies, to be honest.
Yeah. So far so good. Like because I'm like a new in it, so the work is not as much as
Yeah.
I may want it to be, but it's okay.
It's steady growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
So
good.
it's good in some sense. It's good. So I would say like it's really nice because I have my own time to do whatever I want to do, and I know at the end of the day, something like that, I would definitely grow from one stage to another stage, to another stage. Sorry. So to me, that's the most important part, like
Yeah.
the growing part, because if I feel like I'm not growing, I'm just like in the same position.
Yeah,
like,
stagnant, yeah.
I would just be bored about it and trying to find something else. But
do,
for
yeah.
now, I feel like there is like a lot of room to grow. So to me, it's like a good thing.
It's like exciting every day then.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
Like
really
you don't
good.
know what's coming. Like it's kind of like an adventure game.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
know what's coming, so you just go. If you hit your face, you kind of like next time I'll do better.
I can do better next time. I got this.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I know on your form you had written that you see yourself living in Korea for a long time, right? Do you see? Oh, y'all see that face? Y'all see his face right when I said that? Okay, let me ask you the question then.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself living in Korea long term?
It depends on what like you may mean by long term. If like a lifetime, I don't think so. Yeah.
What's your
But,
long term definition?
Like long term, like 5 years more can be long term for me.
So that would be what, 8 years? Of you?
Yeah. Like, no, like 5 years more. So that would be like 10 years. Like.
Oh, because you've
overall.
already. Why did I think you've been here 3 years? Okay, so you've already been here 5. So 10 years would
Yes,
be your
like
your
long
max.
term.
Yeah.
Because I also want like to have like a personal goal in the sense that I want to be fluent in Korean, at least before leaving Korea.
Yeah.
Because I cannot spend that much time here
Yeah.
and just being able to just understand the language without having the ability to like talk like freely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because now I think too much when I want to speak Korean. Like my brain is kind of
So you're
like
translating
burning.
in your head. Yeah.
So I want
know
to
what you
have
mean.
like to remove that burn so I can speak. I don't want to say like the same way I speak English, but at least to some level where I don't need to think too much when I formulate like sentences in Korean. So I'll probably say like if I hit that goal, whenever I hit it, probably I'll start looking at other places.
Okay.
Yeah, but
But it's interesting that you would hit the goal and then leave. Usually people hit the goal and stay.
nah.
He's like, I'll be fluent, but I'll be in another country.
Yeah. It would be like a flex in another country. Oh, I speak Korean.
You know, I do have to say, as a black person, if you can speak Korean, because it's such a random, like, different language for
Yes,
us.
definitely.
It's not French. French, if you're black and you speak French, it's normal.
It's kind of normal.
Yeah, but if you're black and you speak Korean fluently, not just like 안녕하세요, fluently, like that's a flex.
That's a flex, like
That
in a
is a
different
flex.
place. Oh, I speak Korean. So, like, even if you don't stay and then you go anywhere else, like you speak Korean, since Korea is like hot cake right now,
Yeah,
that simple skill can open so many doors for you.
Yeah, so many doors.
To me, it's kind of like you hit the thing, look around where like you can not mingle, but trying to find a way inside, like
connections,
maybe
yeah.
like a Korean community or something like that.
Yeah.
And then use that Korean to find like something better for you.
and now I have seen that a lot of Koreans are starting to, go to Africa and discover sub-Saharan Africa, are starting to discover sub-Saharan Africa and like taking trips to sub-Saharan Africa. So you never know, you might go back to Ivory Coast or Ghana and you end up working for a Korean company there. You never know.
But because before, like when I came here, most of the time when I was listening to Koreans saying they have been to Africa, it's like 4 countries.
North Africa,
Like
Morocco,
Morocco,
so
Egypt,
South Africa.
South Africa, Tanzania, Kenya.
Oh, okay. I
Even
didn't expect.
Tanzania is not even Tanzania, like that place.
Which one?
I hope I'm not butchering the name, like Serengeti or something like that.
Oh, they just go on the safari and call it a day.
Yeah. So they just go there and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, you have been to Africa.
I've been
like,
to, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
West Africa is like rare.
It's quite rare, but I have started feeling like a lot of them may be going to Ghana now. Ghana
Yeah.
and Nigeria.
Most people like Nigeria is like Afrobeat, right? It's like, and not only Afrobeat, but Nigeria, like quite frankly, is that like the top in Africa right now.
Yeah.
In almost everything.
Yeah.
So going there means like they can make money. And then Ghana also is kind of like, well, is I think Ghana and my country are kind of like fighting the second spot.
It's like,
Like if
who's the
this
better
year my country is second, Ghana is third. If
Yeah.
next year my country is third, Ghana is second. Like we're just fighting the second spot. But I think most Koreans go to this country simply because they also speak English.
one? That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you go to my country, you don't speak French, you kind of like
You're
messed up.
lost.
Like,
Yeah.
True that the new generation, like people of my age, we often speak English because we kind of like go around the place. But how often will you meet somebody like me on the street and be like, oh, do you speak English? No, like
It's not common.
just be like, you just be lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you need like a guide with French or whatever the case may be, like in the country where you find yourself. So I think that's like a big concern for them because we don't speak French. At least English, you learn it here in school.
Yeah.
So even if they are not fluent, they kind of understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's okay for them. But French, first of all, is different.
Very.
And then definitely the accent is completely different because you have so many people speaking French in Africa, but
Different
the
accents.
mother language or something like that in French, how we speak French. So you may heard somebody speak French with a slow pace, like going like this. Some will just speak like line, and then my country like just messed up. Like there is no pace.
It's up and down.
Like
You don't know what you're
whenever
getting.
you find yourself, like
Yeah.
my country is kind of like each city has their own type of way of speaking French. Like if you go to the north, they have their own way. Like we all understand each other, but the north kind of speak a little bit slow, yeah, and
Yeah.
the south is kind of like messed up. Like everybody find his own way to speak, and then everybody live together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And if you understand each other, great. If you don't,
Yeah.
oh
If
well.
you don't, well, that's your own business.
Figure it out. Figure it out. It is. But that's good that you're now in a space where you feel like you have more freedom, like you can actually grow in entertainment now.
Yep.
Hopefully, by 10 years, 5 years from now, your Korean is fluent.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
like
hope so.
hopefully. We hope that for you. But is there anything else that you wanted to share that you have yet to share? Would you advise Africans to come to Korea? Sub-Saharan Africans. I always have to like make it different because
Yeah.
it's not the same. Yeah.
It depends on the reason why you want to come to Korea. Like, if you come for like study, and that's the only goal, probably yes. But if you come like study and then leave here after that, kind of prepare your mind for like a lot of nonsense in like the work industry, like probably
The
office
company
work.
yeah, culture.
If your country has like a different kind of work culture, for instance, my country, actually I've never worked in my country. I've only worked in Ghana. So I was probably speak as like Ghanaian like kind of work culture.
Yeah.
From 9 whatever you start to 6, everybody leave. There is no such thing as overtime. Like if you do it, it's like you want to
You
do
want to
it.
do it yourself, yeah.
Because at some point you can see your boss even asking you like, you think this company is for your dad?
Oh.
Like what are you doing?
Can you go home?
Because these things of overtime is not like
It's not,
a
yeah.
thing. But if you take that mindset and come here thinking that you start at 5, you start at 8 or whatever and finish at 6 or 7, prepare your
Not
mind.
in Korea.
Not in Korea.
Oh, yeah.
And also, you will do more than you're supposed to do.
You play positions you did not think you were going to play.
Like, especially if you work like in industry like design or marketing, because for the most part, designer in Korea also do marketing. This is the one thing very awkward I've seen here. If you say
very
you do
random.
design, my friend, you'll be doing brand design, graphic design, marketing, 3D, like everything concerning design. As soon as they say design, then their mind is like, okay, this guy is good. I don't know if that's how Korean are,
Yeah.
like they do everything, but for us it's mostly like, oh, I do graphic design, so you are only good at that,
Yeah.
which is makes sense.
It's the norm. It's like
the
I
norm,
studied
but
this, so
I think it helps you grow in the sense that you have like a much more broad
portfolio.
portfolio, like
Yeah.
you can do many things. But at the same time, if you find yourself in a place where you want to grow in a specific field, I don't think it's like a good thing.
Because you're going to end up playing
Doing like a lot
bunch
of
of
things
different fields.
and then lose interest in like everything.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all heard that. If you're coming here to study, great
It's good,
idea.
but
yeah.
if you want to work here, just
Prepare
get
yourself.
ready, like
Yeah.
prepare yourself.
Prepare
So that's the
yourself.
thing. And I'll probably say like, in terms of like racial things, personally, I've never experienced it.
In the 5 years you've been here, that's
per-
so good.
Maybe because I don't go out.
Christopher's always in the house.
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
homebody. So
Yeah.
maybe because of that, but personally, I've not like, I don't want to say like experience because the thing is, I see the way like Korean act in a different way than like the counterpart like white people. because white and let's say African or black, we have like a kind of tight story together, but Korean is kind of like they don't know, so they can always pull out that card like, oh, we don't know, but some of them know what they are doing. For instance, like I went to Busan, like in the park, something Blue Line Park, like a train thing.
Yeah.
And at that time, I had Afro.
Yeah.
One grandmama was just pulling my hair, and I look back, I look at her. She was like smiling, like she was so happy, and I'm like, well, that one I don't know if I can say like it's racist or what, because that
so
lady
happy.
is like
She's beaming.
stupidly happy.
She's like, I got to touch the hair.
So to me, it's kind of like those kind of things. I don't see it as like a bad thing per se. But if it was like a young person doing it, I'm like, yo,
Because you know.
you have seen black people before. Maybe you have talked with some before and things like that. Don't pull my hair. But just like a grandma just doing it and be happy, I'm kind of like,
You
it
gave
is
her,
what it is.
gave her the best experience of her life right there.
Yeah. So to me, it was kind of like, it's okay.
Yeah.
So I don't see those kind of like
Experiences.
interaction or experience as like a bad thing, but I know some of us have like really bad experience.
True,
So it's
yeah.
not like I'm kind of like not acknowledging
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
but when it comes to me
Yeah,
on like
too.
a personal level, no.
Listen, that's perfect. Keep it like that. Maybe just stay in the house, actually.
Definitely.
Stay in the house. I do have to say, it's getting better now, so you can leave the house now.
Oh, okay. I'll try.
Korea's getting better. You might want to be outside and outside the house. But is it okay if we end the episode right now, or is there anything else that you wanted to say?
No, it depends on you.
I don't have anything else I wanted to say. If I keep talking, we might go for 2 hours, and then we're just sitting here. And no, that's okay. Are you okay if I end the episode?
Yeah,
now?
sure.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Korea Unfiltered. Thank you so much, Christopher.
Thank you,
or
Chris.
Chris, because I'm special. Y'all not. It's Christopher to you guys. Thank you for coming on the show and talking
Thank
to
you.
us about school, like entertainment, like all these topics that we've talked about. Thank you for being an open book and coming. And I will leave Christopher's keep calling you Christopher. I'm supposed to be calling you Chris. Okay, I'm part of the special club. I'll leave all of Chris's details down below if you guys want to asking him about like the scholarship, school. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. If you guys want to ask him about those details, I will leave all his things all down below. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Korea Unfiltered. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. If you are a podcast listener, don't forget to give us 5 stars so we can get up in the algorithm. This was Korea Unfiltered, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye, guys.
Bye.